Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to most of you all that's here. I hope all is well. I hope that you guys can spend time with your family. Good time indeed as we proceed to give you what the nation needs. We got updated conversational piece with C19. It's mean, yeah, it's crazy. I heard that Jordan Lewis is out, right? I heard. I also heard Malik Hooker is out. Newsflash, Cowboy Nation. We already clinched though. We already clinched the division. But not the division, but playoff spot. We got one more game in order to clinch this particular division. Come on. Really do appreciate you. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I didn't think about that though. I didn't think about can Boss Man play inside. Whoa, that's conversation there. That's the conversation there. Didn't think about that. We're gonna do a giveaway today as well. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate everybody, man. The name is Law Nation. We talk Cowboys, sports talk, and beyond. Like I said, man, breaking news right before. Let me hit the breaking news button, right before I went live.
FBI, open up!
No, agent. No, get back.
Breaking news!
Jordan Lewis will not be playing this weekend. Now, rest yourself. Don't fret. Don't worry. We will be okay. I think that the opposing team got their warts too. They got things that they're overcoming, battling too on their end of it. So it is what it is. Shout out to you, Jay. He says, "Law, today is my birthday. I'm 44." Yeah, shout out to you, Jay. Jay Durden. Appreciate you, man. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday again to, I believe Sadiq's birthday was this month. Happy birthday to you. And happy also birthday to Miss Jackie. Her birthday was this month. So everybody who was born in the month of December, happy birthday to you guys, especially to see 2021 heading into being able to see 2022. It's better to be seen than viewed, right? So let that sink in. So I really appreciate you guys for jumping in and being part of this episode as we talk about not letting up off the gas. We got 3 games to go, Cowboy Nation, and within the confines of these 3 games, we greedy. I don't know about you, but I'm greedy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Bear, in the house. Shout out to you, Durham. Appreciate you for jumping in. So with the news of Jordan Lewis, I got to pivot just a little bit to talk about it, just a little bit of him not being able to play. What's today's date? It's Friday, right? I don't think that he can clear protocols by that time frame. So by it being such a quick turnaround time, how do y'all feel about sliding? Hear me out, Cowboy Nation. Sliding Anthony Brown inside and letting Kelvin Joseph play on the outside. I just don't recall seeing Kelvin Joseph line up inside that nickel or slot during the offseason. Now, can he play it? We saw a little bit of that in Kentucky, but we would most certainly know for sure that we've seen Anthony Brown play inside. Now, to pivot a little bit about that, I believe in the hearts of hearts, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, that this defense, regardless, we've seen these guys play good on the defensive side of the coin, elevating everybody, especially in the secondary. Look at Jordan Lewis. He catches this one, and he rolls around to the edge there. Cognitive, cerebral enough. And for a long time, it used to be Jordan Lewis versus Anthony Brown inside that slot role, right? Cheeto Awuzie used to be the outside corner as well as Byron Jones. So we would look into that inside spot and say, okay, maybe you just kick Anthony Brown inside and we'll see what we got out of Jordan Lewis, on the out. But it was just never that case nor the scenario. And the Cowboys pivot again, and they kept Jordan Lewis inside and move Anthony Brown on the out, which is not bad at all. Jay Lombardi said is scary. Terry, do we still call him that? Is he playing this weekend? I don't know for sure. I should have looked that up. Matter of fact, let me do my homework now. Building the plane while it's in the air. Cowboy Nation. That's what we do, baby. That is what we do. And this team, shout out to the 49ers, though. We got to give shots out to the 49ers for trying to put up a fight, and they lost. And they gave us an alleyway right into the pathway of where we at now. As far as the information that we are seeing, Collins is out. Landon Collins for the Washington football team is out. Everett's, he's out. May we put our prayers together for him. Daniel Wise, y'all remember him, right? He's out. AB, I meant to say AG, Antonio Gibson. He's questionable, and William Jackson the third is out. So, I forgot to add in the fact that Semha Fehoko, he got that C-19 stuff too. Let the AI speak. Oh, you ain't putting nothing in there. Okay, appreciate you, Bear. I thought you put some comment in it. But shout out to you, Bear. Thank you so much for your donations and your love and adulations. Nashawn Wright is questionable for us. And if we look over here, give me time's credence to pull this up. Shout out to John Machota. He said, Cowboys CB Jordan Lewis has been added to the C-19 list, basically. All right, so, and then he goes into more detail. So I don't have any more information outside of what we already picked up. Now, of course, I got to see this play one more time. Yeah, bam! That's D-Law. DeMarcus Lawrence, who is limited in practice all this week due to that foot. And Ezekiel Elliott, they said that he is practicing pretty well. Knee is look like everything is intact. But before we get into other conversational piece, I got to say this, Cowboy Nation. And I must say this. You remember, do you guys recall all last week when a third of you guys was doubting and worried about DeMarcus Lawrence's foot? And I said, look, listen, Cowboy Nation. The media got to get their clicks. They got to make you feel like you're worried about something. But collectively speaking, if you're coming off of a broken foot, there will be some soreness, right? Anything broken. Matter of fact, they should look at these 3 games to evaluate Kelvin Joseph. Because Anthony Brown, we talk about the fact that, hey, he having his better year, but the man is playing with a broken finger. Let that sink in. He maybe 3 games will evaluate and assess that so that when playoff time come around, we'll be ready for a war. Just like this offense. I know I'm gritty, and I know y'all are greedy. We all greedy. We want what's best for this offense, right? And I've seen it on both ends. I've seen it where people say, well, this offense suck. Offensive line suck. Dak Prescott suck. And it's all in my news feed, right? It's all in my mentions there. But I keep reminding everybody that the name of the game, Cowboy Nation, is getting to the playoffs. That's the name of the game. Anything else, it don't mean a hill of beans. It don't. One of the better throwers of the balls that we've seen, Matthew Stafford, threw for 5,000 and more yards every year when he was with Detroit Land. But did he get to the playoffs? Matt Ryan, all of those gaudy numbers, but did he get to the playoffs? Stop looking for style points. Stop looking for the fancy dancy stuff. We're winning games. They're they're playing chess while you guys are stuck in looking at the checkers. You know, you want to have a triple crown me. You know what I'm saying? You know, we playing spade while y'all are still playing Uno or phase or whatever the other one is, you know. Is it phase 10 or phase 1? Uno is good, though. You know, and there's nothing wrong with playing Uno. But if I got to draw 4 and you got to draw 2, you can't put it on the draw 2. You know what I'm saying? Over the draw 4. Yeah. But there's some people that play those type of rules. You know, some people play the rule if you skip and I got extra skips, you got to skip me again, you know. But, you know, it is what it is. I love it, and I feel what you guys are saying. Iceberg Q says quest for 6. Now, I want to know, too, who's the Uno king out here, you know? You know, I want to know who the Uno king over here. I like Monopoly. I love that, too. Yeah, buy up all the properties, you know. Gallup probably signs with the Atlanta Falcons. Gallup from Georgia. I don't think that what people think that this wide receiving core is diva-esque. I've seen somebody put in, all wide receivers are divas, Law. They are. They ain't going nowhere, fam. They ain't going nowhere. These wide receivers built different. People look at what Cooper said in that excerpt to my guy, Brian Broadus and Kavanaugh, and said, oh, Cooper, he is a diva. He's frustrated. I tell people all the time, emotions are good to have. I recall watching, shout out to you, Jay Lombardi, appreciate you. I'm a spade guy, Jonah Hill. Yeah. Team spade or individual? You like to play the individual or you like to play team? Let me know. Jay Lombardi, can we get back to the fade ball? Okay, let the AI speak it. She can speak better than me.
Can we get back to the fade ball in the red zone? Too many predictable screen pass plays. Let's get these WRs down the field and let them run those routes.
All right, fade concept. Fade ball is a remarkable concept, right? 2 ways you can win on a fade. Off the release, right? At the top of the route. The quarterback got to have a touch on the ball, and it can't be a late throw. Normally, fades 1, 2, 3 out. Quarterback, either he's out under the center, he drops back 1, 2, 3 out. He got to trust. He got to trust that his guy on the edge will win. And there's two possibilities of a fade route, if you throw it right, that will happen for you. The catching of the receiver, right? Touchdown, or the outer boundary. You can't get coy with it. You have to have a predetermined mindset that I'm going to throw this fade route. Another concept is like a semi-concept where you got to do it right before you get into the red zone. Wheeled routes. Those are plays that's already predetermined. That if the favorite match up with what I'm seeing out there on the field, if I trust my running back versus a linebacker, I'm going to fade it right into this wheel route. But it's predetermined. 1, 2, 3, out. How do you get to those grace points? How do you get to that angle, Law? Help and protection up front. Trust in what you believe in. With chemistry, right? The worst thing is ever, you call a fade. You call a fade, and your wide receiver thinking still hitch. You know, curl, comeback, or drag. That's an interception. If the DB is playing off good enough. But intimidation counts on a major part of fade routes as well, Cowboy Nation. Used to be a guy by the name of Megatron. He played in a vertical spread offense. And when Scott Linehan drew up a play, you could bet your bottom dollar that DB knew not to jam him. He tried to position, and he's already yelling for help over the top because he know where the ball is going to go. But there's only two people can catch it, Megatron and the outer boundary. Similar to Desmond Bryant. Why he's missed a touchdown, Law? Well, we had a guy by the name of Tony Romo that the play was already designed. I'm going to give it to Dez. Oh, man, y'all remember that game, the Eagles game? It was like any DB you put out there, he was already nervous. They got to the point, whereas they did, and it wasn't the Eagles game, it was another team. They said, you know what, we just going to do punt block type of protection against this guy. We're going to jam him just like on a punt return. They put two DBs out there to jam him. Still got released. But it opened up the tight end in the middle of the field. Quarterback best friend will always be the tight end. Always be. Dez used to bully the Philly cornerbacks. Yeah, I bullied them, you know. And it was quite funny. And I'm not throwing any shade or salt at my guy, Dak Prescott. But it took him a master of time to actually get that fade ball under wraps. I didn't think it didn't happen until like 2018, basically, when he got his fade ball game together. He tried to work on it a little bit in 17. It just never could connect. But if you go back and watch the 2016, I believe that was the last time the Giants beat us, right? In that game, we got down to the red zone, money zone. He just couldn't connect with the fade. It's a rhythm thing. It's a touch thing. It's timing. And there's nothing wrong. Some quarterbacks throw a ball like on a rope on a 9 route, right? I think in my time of watching football, I think I've seen two quarterbacks throw a 9 route just like amazingly on a consistent level to a guy named Randy Moss. Cunningham and Dante Culpepper. Those boys drop back. For the love of Allah, they'll just throw that thing, you know, and he'd get up under it. And then you fast forward to what Pat Mahomes do on that go route with Tyreek. Just amazing. Amazing. The guy can get up under the ball. I recall a few games this year, and I think it was against Denver. 2 passes. CD couldn't get up under it. And people was like, you see, Dak Prescott is whack. He suck. But I come here to tell you, if that was Tyreek Hill getting up under it, those 2 touchdowns, you can't overthrow him. He will find a way. And some of you guys are old enough to remember, I guess, Tony Hill for the Cowboys, or some of you guys are old enough to remember Bullet Bob. If you're old enough to remember him, let me know in the chat. You can't overthrow him. It's impossible. It's impossible. I will never forget the time, and I think you guys will have to go and find it, old clips. We had some guys that can get up under the ball. And we was this close to interviewing him, me and Boss Cowboy, but we had to go leave for the Thanksgiving holidays. Oh, my God. Rocket. I would never forget. I said, man, if injuries wasn't part of the game, if we could just take injuries away. And I love, like this is sample size. This was the tail end of Troy's career. But, baby, what I tell you, when he connected to Rocket, woo, I said, man, that brother got up under it. And I can only close my eyes and I said, man, I wish, because Alvin Harper was cool at all, but he went off to the Buccaneers or what have you. And I would have loved the playmaker and Rocket, right? And I'm telling you guys my time frame. Oh, my gosh. And the last guy, we had like that, like a speedster. I'm thinking, y'all got me thinking, good grief. Before I hit this audio on Jerry. Shout out to you, Lamont. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I'm trying to think of the last guy we literally had, like even Rocket.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Law. Please, if you have it, can I get a how about them Cowboys? From the soundboard.
Oh, I don't have that sound bite, by the way. And YouTube is kind of fickle with that sound bite. You got to really tweak it a little bit because it is content ID'd, that sound bite, believe it or not. But how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? All right, before I hit that. Oh, Terry Glenn, appreciate you. Miles, he wasn't really like that. But Terry Glenn was the last guy, right? Up the middle. I'm trying to think of the last guy we had literally like that. And don't y'all take Gallup. Gallup is good now. He can get up under the ball. But he ain't really like those boys. Trayvon Austin. Man, if we had youth Trayvon Austin, we saw it one season with Trayvon Austin of him taking the top. He would take look, Trayvon, I love my guy Tay, Big Tay. Call him Big Tay. Big Tay would do it one time. He said, that ham, man. That hamstring would get him too. Trayvon Austin and the other guy, Miles Austin. You know what messed with Miles Austin was those Kardashians. He once he started going crazy, then the Kardashians went that way. And when he dated her, I said, that's the end of that. Galloway, he squeezed us, man. And for that big old contract, he went off to the Buccaneers and had a hell of a year there. But when we got him, he had like a spurt. He had like 2 or 3 games. And we were like, yeah. Alvin Harper, yeah, he was good. Bryce Butler. Look, those boys like Bryce Butler. I seen somebody put Terrence Williams. Every time Terrence Williams caught the ball, it's like he was falling. And I like my dog Terrence Williams. But Terrence Williams would catch the ball and he'd be falling. He'll fall all the way. He'll fall literally from the 50-yard line all the way to the touchdown. I said he was quick. He was quick, but he was clumsy-footed. You know what I'm saying? Sweet feet, Terrence Williams. Oh, my goodness. Bryce Butler, he was good. He was 4-3 guy, but just never was consistent. Laurent Robinson, his couple, man, y'all got me talking everything but what I want to talk about. That's good, though. That's good. Laurent Robinson, baby. If Laurent Robinson, and don't you say Kevin Ogletree. I see you, Taylor. Gee, y'all take me down memory lane on this beautiful day. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, Kelvin Ogletree. But he was good. He was good. And what's the other guy that went to? He went to the Chicago, and he had a whole drug campaign. Was it Sam Hurd? He was a kingpin, you know. Let me quit talking about Sam Hurd. But, dog, we love you, Sam Hurd. Hey, I don't mean anything against you, Sam Hurd. You know what I'm saying? You know, Lucky Whitehead, believe it or not, Lucky Whitehead was the truth. Lucky Whitehead. See, somebody put up Lucky Whitehead. We had the chance to interview. It was one of my favorite interviews of all time. On the Final Word, not the Final Word, but the late night hype. Me, a guy Skywalker, and Big Game James. We had got a chance to get Lucky Whitehead on the show, and he was spilling all of the tea. And when he did that, I said, I know why. I know why he would never play another down in the National Football League. He's good. He's good. Devin Street couldn't catch a cold. I bet you he never caught anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as that C-19, he ain't gonna catch it. All right, so Lucky Whitehead. If you guys can just Google the Lucky Whitehead interview, and I believe for the people, I don't know if did I post it for the people that's part of the YouTube membership. We got behind the scenes with Lucky. Oh, my goodness, man. Lucky was that dude, Cowboy Nation. On that end around, whenever he did the jet sweep, believe it or not, he averaged 8.2 yards per end around. And I was saying, like, believe it or not, in 2016, that was a catalyst to the offense. And people fail to realize all you had to do was 1 or 2 plays and the team played us different. And something was very sketchy when we went into the playoff, and I saw that Lucky Whitehead was a healthy scratch. And I was sitting there like, and then he has most stuff to go around with Ezekiel Elliott squeeze. But when he broke down the storyline of how that squeeze action between him and Ezekiel Elliott and the lady that caused us to miss all of those games for the 2017 season. If I can be Flash and I can go back to the flashpoint and go back in time, you know how that song said, I wish I never met her at all? You know, I just wish that I could just pick Ezekiel Elliott up and take that young lady and just remove her. Maybe she dates somebody else on the Ohio State team. You know what I'm saying? I wish that Ezekiel Elliott never met that woman. That woman was so conniving, so mischievous, so downright rude. You know what I'm saying? Rude and critical of everything. Before I hit play, that lady squeezed Ezekiel Elliott just like she had to just by the short hairs. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know what I'm talking about. And every time he didn't dance to her drum, she would squeeze him. and Ezekiel Elliott would feel it. So she met up. See, the game was in Cleveland. She's from Ohio, or she's from that area. We was the Dallas Cowboys versus the Cleveland Browns. And she knew where the players were going to be at that hotel. And she was already scouting. She was looking for a prey. Oh, my goodness. She was a beast. And she got Lucky Whitehead. Lucky said he said he didn't know it. She hit him up on Snap. He hit her. She hit him up on Snap. She sent him some pictures. Sure, he's like, I'm going. And the next thing you know, she got the whole thing on tape, and then she sent it to Ezekiel Elliott. It blew Ezekiel Elliott mind, because as we go and we all watch The Wire, a man got to live by a code. And I'm telling you, that woman, boy, she squeezed him, boy. She squeezed him on Ezekiel Elliott. God, dog. I just wish they never met each other. Don't y'all know what Ezekiel Elliott was going to do for the 2017 season? With all of that, Ezekiel Elliott was the fresh guy. He had the haircut like me. He had the Mohawk gang going, with the beard. He was unstoppable, basically. But that woman, she would, oh my goodness. And then Lucky wasn't Lucky, you know what I'm saying? Lucky telling this boy, yeah, and they was like, hey, dog, you didn't know? What? That's Zeke Squeeze. It ruined everything, man. I said, good Lord. And the NFL took her side. The NFL took her side. For the life of me, I don't know how and why, but the NFL took her side.
Jerry, what's the meaning and the feeling of being able to not only know that you're going to be in the playoffs, but to do it with 3 weeks left to go in the season, knowing that you still have your major goals in front of you to accomplish for the rest of this season?
Well, I think you've nailed it. We've got to get better, and we can get better. We've uniquely have found ourselves with additional players. We're normally this time of year you're dealing with attrition, and but in fact we're dealing with addition. And we've got players, for instance, that we'll have Osa back out here this week that we didn't have last week. We're still dealing with this COVID issue, which is nothing to not be serious about relative to availability of players. But
hey, hold. Is that Jerry Jones or John? Stephen Jones. Hope Jerry's okay. He sounded a little different, To me, let me know if you guys hear that Jerry sounds the same. It don't sound like Jerry, but it's Jerry. But
still, our player availability, our top quality player availability is the best I've ever seen it at this time of year. We've had the opportunity to play these young players, not only all the way through training camp, but through the regular season. And so we're a team that can get better over these next 3-4 weeks, and we will. We will not let off the pedal.
Jerry, it's Chris.
Look, that's Jerry, baby. Look, and Chris Arnold and my guy Kelvin. All right, so I'm gonna rewind. Look, he's literally sounding just like John Stephen Jones. All right, so let me rewind. Let's go, Jerry. Let me rewind because I should have listened to the audio before I before I went live with it. Let's listen.
The best I've ever seen it at this time of year. We've had the opportunity to play these young players, not only all the way through training camp, but through the regular season. And so we're a team that can get better over these next 3-4 weeks, and we will. We will not let off the pedal.
Jerry, it's Chris. I haven't talked to you since the pandemic because of all these different scheduling things. It's good to hear you, man. How you been?
Chris, you've made my Christmas. You really have.
Hey,
I'm scared to ask. I'm scared to ask about. Where's Chris? I'm afraid for that.
Man, we're going to have some fun this weekend. I know one thing. I woke up this morning finding out the Cowboys clinched that division. I had to go, ooh-wee. I had to go there. I had to start it off right.
Ooh-wee.
I'm telling you. I am telling you. So you mentioned the defense. By the way, defense has basically won the last 3 games because they've been so dominant these last 3 games. You're 3-0 in December. Again, everybody says you got to win in December to be rolling into the playoffs. And there's another adage that's come out. defense travels. Can
Yeah.
you talk about how it's great to have a defense that's this deep? I don't think it's been this deep since the 90s when Jimmy and Barry was coaching the team. We got guys you can rotate in and out, and it travels because defense plays in all kinds of weather.
Well, first of all, you're right on that rotation.
Right.
We haven't had that rotation ever like we had it in the early 90s, and that means you can keep them fresh. And you don't lose that much when another player comes in because you've got good depth. And that actually could be the strength of this team as we go forward here, is that ability to rotate quality players in and out. It's a big difference in having to take 20, 22 snaps a game, especially pass rushing.
Appreciate you 24/7. Appreciate you, Cowboy. He just got off of that glory hole. You're wrong, yeah. Jerry, I hope all is well, man. It's Christmas Eve, and we want the best for him. Defense do travel, Thomas. Yes, you are right.
Than having to do 30, 35 pass rushes a game. All the difference in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to be fresh. We're going to be keep these guys fresh, and and play this thing. We've got a big game coming up here this weekend. A lot of people say, "Well, my goodness, you clinched the playoff." No. It's a big game.
Yeah.
We want to walk out here and we want to win every series. We want to win the series. We want to win the down. We want to win the quarter. That's the way we can play, and really we got that way on both sides of the ball. It's not just the defense. I know that's what you're addressing, but on both sides of the ball. And we've ended up here with some depth in our offensive line. And that's because we had to play them early, and we had to deal with a few early injuries. And so all of this should serve us well.
I hear you, man. In fact, I think what they're looking for is another Atlanta game. They've proven that they can do it on all sides of the ball, and with coaching, they've proven this squad can do this thing. They just need to keep setting it up and keep it rolling all the way through the playoffs.
Yep.
We've got to throw and catch. We've got to get out here. When they limit us in our run game, which defenses can, when they limit in that run game, you got to make them pay. And you got to make them pay. If that's what they're going to do is put a lid on you and you're going short, crossing routes, some of that shorter stuff, boy, you got to be accurate and catch the ball and run the right route.
Ain't no way in the world, man. This is Jerry Jones, though, Cowboy Nation. This don't sound like Jerry. I don't get the same vibe, man. And look, if I'm 79, Jerry 80 or 79. If I'm 79, man, I don't know. Can y'all think I'll still be on this YouTube channel? I'm like, hey, man, this is what we got to do. And, oh, my gosh, man. Is that Jerry Jones? That got to be not Jerry,
And it's one thing about football, it's a multifaceted deal, but that little shot right there, throw and catch that ball, throw and catch it if they want to keep us short, throw and catch it short. But let's get out of here and execute.
I like that. Make them pay.
Yeah, make them pay.
Jerry, two things on the offense. First, we'll start with this. Does this offense, in your mind, need to make a statement over the final 3 weeks to remind us of what we saw during the first 6 weeks of this season?
Well, I think that you always want your offensive line to really be the makeup or the attitude of your team. It's a reflection on it. I've always believed that. And so you want that nasty and you want it physical.
Mm-hmm.
And to the extent that we can be that, by the way, the run game lets you manifest that more than the passing game. The passing game is protection, so passive. But, boy, in that run game now, you can come out after them. Right. And that's what you'd like to do is be very physical, very aggressive as we have these next 3 ball games. Washington's going to give us one heck of a chance to do that. They're a physical team up front. They'll have a few more guys back than we had when we played them up there in Washington 2 weeks ago. This is an important game for us, and it's as big a deal. It's almost like an opening day for us.
And with respect to the offense, and specifically speaking to Dak Prescott, what do you want to see from Dak Prescott over these final 3 weeks to get back to the form that we saw during the first 6-7 weeks of the season that will give this team the kind of confidence offensively that you'll want to see during the rest of the regular season into the playoffs?
Well, actually, if you'll take out a couple of plays, the play they made that we had the turnover. See, that's uncharacteristic of Dak, as we all realize. And they're against Washington 3 weeks ago, in our last ball game in New York, we had an uncharacteristic turnover situation. Dak actually, I thought, played a real good game against the Giants, but he had that fumble turnover. But he'll be the first to tell you this. His mother used to remind him no turnovers. So he's everything we talk about. He's there in spades thinking about it way ahead of time. And he's trying to go downfield. He wants to make the big play to back them off of us, have them take the lid off of us, have to cover deep. So he's trying to make a big downfield play on that play. And I understand that. And so a lot going on out there, but he can handle it.
Hey, Jerry, the team is 10-4. They're rolling, second place in the playoff standings. We want to try to win out and see if we can make some noise in the playoffs. And there's a lot of Cowboy fans very excited right about now. I think it might be time to refresh the memory of some of the fans who are a little bit jaded, or the ones that, they're either scared to get on the bandwagon or don't believe in the bandwagon yet.
You don't want them then.
There's some fans, as you know, that think, well, Jerry's been on the team all these years, and he won those 3 Super Bowls back in the day, and he's comfortable. Jerry, you told me something years ago, and I'll never forget it, and I think you might want to refresh a lot of people's memories. You told me for anybody to think you might be comfortable and that you're just happy that the franchise is successful, that you may not care about a Super Bowl that much, you told me it's something about kerosene. It's like pouring kerosene on a fire. What would it be like around here for those who weren't around or who those weren't born yet when the Cowboys win a Super Bowl and the ripple effect? Because you said it's so strong. I'll never forget it. That's why I said Jerry ain't satisfied.
Well, first of all, you're right. There's no satisfaction here until we get us a Super Bowl win. But
y'all heard that, Gila Monsters? No satisfactions right now. You know what I'm saying?
I want me some glory hole.
No. There's no satisfaction right now. There's still a monster out there, and we got to make sure. That we're not satisfied with what we accomplished. We got a long way to go.
A lot of people think it's about financial. That's where I get up in the morning and go to bed at night. Well, I gave every dollar for all practical purposes I had to get to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Right.
And it wasn't back then a given that it was going to be successful. But I did it because I wanted to be right in the spot like we're in right now. This is where it all happens for me. It's a chance to win the championship. Now, one of the things I know is because it's the Cowboys. It's like having a room full of lighter fluid. Picture a full room, and you had about a half inch of lighter fluid all over that room. What would happen if you stood outside the door and pitched that match in there? It'd blow that thing up. It'd blow that thing up sky high. That's your Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
Sitting here. We're always sitting here. We've got kind of interest in us. A lot of people want us to go down. A lot of people want us to stay up and keep up.
Right.
But the interest is there. And so when this thing does hit and hits at a high level, then it goes higher and farther than you can ever imagine. That's been my experience. I've always underestimated, but it sure can happen. I had a recent occasion. Toby Keith was playing golf with Clint Eastwood. And Clint Eastwood was doing the movie The Mule, where he went across the country carrying drugs in the movie, Clint Eastwood. Well, Clint had to leave a golf tournament that he and Toby were playing in Tennessee and go back and go to work. And Toby said, why in the world would you go to work? You don't need to work. You got all the money in the world. And old Clint looked over at him and said, Toby, I ain't going to let the old man in. I will not let that old man in. I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of that Mule, Toby Keith wrote the song, Don't Let the Old Man In. Well, there's a whole bunch of that, too. he ain't coming in.
Exactly right. Competitive, man. In
We
fact,
got to get that championship.
got to get that championship. People think, oh, Jerry just wants to sell Zeke and Dak jerseys. Man, if you win the Super Bowl, you'll be selling Brian Anger jerseys, Greg DeLeg jerseys, backup linebacker jerseys. Everybody wins.
For a long time, it has long been past needing to sell a jersey.
Exactly.
Jerry
What
Jones.
I'm interested in is what goes with that.
That's right.
Jerry,
That was the end of that interview, by the way. Shout out to 105.3 The Fan to gain access to that full interview without without any stops or what have you. Just click that link that I put in the description box there. Oh, my gosh, man. That didn't sound like Jerry. You know, I got some zinc stuff over here. I got some good old, you know, I know Jerry, he a billionaire. He got all of that good stuff that we don't even have access to, right? But I hope all is well with Jerry, man. So, in departing with that Jerry interview there, let's still just pray for the man. Let me see prayer emojis out there for Jerry, and I hope all is well with Jerry, especially heading into the holidays. Yeah, his voice is different. It kind of sounds like he's, you know, got that mucus action going on, you know. Got that phlegm in the nose and the nasal, you know, passageway, you know. Some people sound like Snoop when they get that stuff in there, but he sound like Barry White, you know. Jerry got the Jerry Barry White Jones, you know. That's what he was. Jerry Barry White Jones. That's what he was. He had the deep voice going on. And it is what it is. You know, he'll be all right. Get some sun. You know, it's warm out there. Old folks, you say that's that ammonia out there. You know, when it's hot in Texas, man. It's like it's going to be 75 to 80 degrees out there, man. It's crazy. This world is crazy. It's a hot flash that's going around. You know, and that's just what it is. Thomas says, "Let the music play." Yeah. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that on Jerry. No. But prayers up, man. Johnny Walker Blue. Look, I literally had that Johnny Walker Blue one time. Not the Johnny Walker Blue, just the regular Johnny Walker without the blue. And I saw 3 or 4 chest hairs come up out of my chest, man. And look, think about this. There's still homeless people in California, right? And there's still people, a wino and a drunk. One thing, have you ever seen a wino or a drunk or a drunkard with a cold or with C-19? Look, they're immune to all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't see them, you know, you don't see those winos, those drunkards. Go around Dallas, drive around Dallas downtown. They walking around barefooted and all. They don't catch no cold. They don't catch no C-19. You know, have you ever seen them? Have you ever seen one with a cold, with a runny nose? I'm waiting. Shoot, them boys be out there barefooted and all, clothes hanging off of them. 40 degrees down there walking in Chicagoland without a coat. You know, they don't catch it, you know. For real, you know. They're like, nah, Lord, they do got it. No. Have you seen them in the emergency room? Nope. Have you seen them passed out on the side of the street? Just go down to California. They got a homeless problem over there. You know what I'm saying? All down the streets. It's everywhere in this United States. QBO says alcohol is one world of a drug. Yep. Sally, appreciate you so much for your love and adulations. For the nation, Law Nation. I'm late, but here, crazy, up at work. Hey, you know, it's your last day. You don't have to go to work tomorrow, though, right? Yep. Never seen a drunkard sick. Yeah. So, you know, Jerry's on to something with that Johnny Walker Blue. How about, watch. By this time, because it's a Sunday night game, right? This time he gonna be just straight. He gonna be sounding just like that dropout press. Yeah, I've read. You know, let's listen to Behind Enemy Lines previewing Washington football team with JP Finley. And this is shout out to Bobby Belt. Be sure to check out Bobby Belt's. You off tomorrow, Sally? Appreciate you so much, man. I really appreciate all what you do for the nation. Oh, before I do that, while we got everybody here in the house, man, I really appreciate you guys. Let's do this right quick. Appreciate everybody that's here. Let's do the giveaway. I want somebody to win it. I want somebody to be able to get this. You won't get it. You won't get it for Christmas, but I will send it off to you the best way possible. Now let's do this. You gonna run it up? Shout out to you, DT.
Kind of check or something. I've been really in the field, yeah.
It's gonna be this helmet right here.
I've been really in the field,
J-Rock helmet.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
It's a giveaway time.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal.
Come on.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Oh.
Kinda check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Come on, rock with me.
Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the same, got blues inside.
Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with O, yeah, I'm with T, like I'm with Revan now.
Come on.
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag,
Boom.
and that's worth more to me.
Hey.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it.
Come on.
Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer.
Call it too legit. Hey.
I've been really in the
Got a
field,
winner, baby.
I love the feel, lately, I just wanna run it.
Come on.
Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal, lately.
Pittman, you the winner. All right, Pittman, if you're in the chat right now, let me know. If you're in the chat right now and how you get your name in the wheel of law, right? It's not that much of a fortune, but it's a wheel of law, baby. You had to be members of the YouTube community, members of the Patreon. You had to either donate via Cash App. You had to also, if possible, you've been part of the support tab or support community over there on my Facebook group. And your name would have been entered into this wheel. So I'm going to hit this remove button. Pittman, you are now removed. You. If you're in the chat, Pittman, let me know. Shoot me a message. Come on. Come on. What he said, lately I just want to run it up. Shoot me a text.
Lately, I just want to run it up.
Shoot me a beautiful text at 682-214-4087. All right? And we got that gift for you. Signed autograph helmet, miniature helmet by J-Rock and Michael Gallup, as well as Kenny the Shark, Gat, Lincoln Coleman, and shout out to Cowboys Experience. Shout out to Cowboys Experience, Cowboy Nation. All right, so we're going to run it one more time. Well, two more times. We're running two more times. This not this weekend, but next weekend, we will be at another location at the Lowe's Hotel near the stadium, or as Jerry would say, stadium. I can't wait to see y'all beautiful faces. So let's run it up again, Cowboy Nation. I'm loaded up, baby. Let's run it one more time.
I just wanna run it up. Kinda check or something.
Come on.
In the field, I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately, I just wanna.
Carmen Gonzalez. Carmen Gonzalez. You are the second winner. Carmen. Where in the world? It's Carmen, San Diego. Carmen Gonzalez. NBHD Nick is the person who sing this song. Rubber Band, that's the name of it. If you are Carmen Gonzalez, run it up.
You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this.
5, 4, 3. Your name is now removed. All right. So we're gonna run it one more time before this song ends. And I got your name in the hat over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Count that two, count it up, count it up, count it up, count it up. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on.
I just be off
Who the name? Who is gonna be? The Blue.
I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone.
1. All right, you the winner, Blue One. The Blue One. Hey, I like that name. I wish you had the Cowboy Blue One. You know, that would have been dope. But the Blue One, you know, that can mean for a lot of blue. There's a lot of blue teams out there, but I like the Blue One, you know. So if you are the Blue One, hit me up. Shoot me a text. And if you're Carmen Gonzalez, hit me up. At that number, 682-214-4087. All right, so we up out of here with those. All right, so we're going to play this quick excerpt a little bit with my guy behind enemy lines previewing, and this is Bobby Belt. He's just been he was on the show before. Wonderful guy, always giving us great insights, and give a round of applause to him. He actually now an insider for the Cowboys, and that's a remarkable task to have, right?
Still, we're only playing like 70% of the snaps. So they believe in like a rotation on their defensive line kind of no matter what. And, yeah, I wouldn't expect Sweat to be out there every snap, but I don't know when it goes from pitch count to their normal rotation. You know, he had an impact play in Philly. He had a strip sack. Obviously, like for Washington, they'd love to see more of that. But, you know, they had defensive line concerns last week.
You got terrible audio right now.
Back COVID list, which helped them a lot.
When you look at this game, do you think Washington, having lost 2 straight games within the division, their playoff chances starting to slip a little bit? Is this a demoralized group coming into this game, or are they still focused and believing, you know, we can, you know, finish out this season strong?
It's a great question. I think Heineke coming back gives them a lift offensively. And if you know Taylor at all, he is an extremely emotional, motivated, kind of chip on his shoulder guy. And I think the team will buy into that to some degree. I'd also say this. I don't know that Ron Rivera's the best coach out there, but he keeps his guys mentally with it. He keeps his guys bought in. And I would expect to see a good effort. Think about that Dallas game 2 weeks ago. I mean, the Cowboys dominated that game. And yet in the fourth quarter, Washington was a stone's throw away. And then same thing happened in Philly. They had no business being within 3 against the Eagles on Tuesday night. I mean, they had like a 40-man roster and a dude playing quarterback they signed 3 days earlier, and they cut it to 3 in the fourth quarter. So they tend to stick around.
Yeah, all of these people spamming. Yeah, we're going to tell them to lean forward just a little bit. Who else spamming? Yeah. Yeah. I try to tell them. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. All right.
And just hang around. That said, I think in Dallas, I kind of wonder if your offense could get its act together, then they should blow them out. I just don't know that that's going to happen.
Now, when you look at this game and the way that Washington would be able to win, draw up the scenario for me of Washington winning this game. What would have to happen, and how do you think they're going to attempt to attack Dallas in this game?
I mean, we almost saw it a couple weeks ago. You need Dak to turn the ball over, ineffective run game. The difference is you need Washington to have their run game going. When Washington can run the ball, possess long drives, control the clock, not turn it over. I mean, they had 4 turnovers against Cowboys a couple of weeks ago. Heineke was god-awful. Honestly, that was probably his worst game as a pro. And, I mean, the defensive line for the Cowboys just beat the tar out of him. So I think protect Taylor. He's got to not throw the YOLO balls, get the ball out faster. He's got to understand the speed of that Cowboys pass rush, particularly Parsons. And they've got to run the ball. I don't think they're going to have Gibson, so I think it's going to be really hard for them to run the ball. But the scenario is Cowboys offense looks broken. Dak turns it over. Washington's able to run the ball, and they win the turnover battle.
Well, let me pause. That's JP Finley from the Washington Report over there on Washington side. I believe that this offense is not broken, right? I believe that this offense is still who they are. They're going to get back into rhythm. Think about this, musical chairs with the offensive line. Think about this, playing 3 straight road games on the road. It's not an easy task, by the way, Cowboy Nation. And shout out to you, Miss Jackie. I really appreciate you for all that you do for the nation. Now we are back at home, right, Cowboy Nation? The momentum is about to swing, and you will see that this team is going to come out a whole different way playing back at home, juxtaposed to playing 3 straight games on the road.
And finally, of course, I think everybody's going to wonder, are we going to see the benches traveling from Landover to Dallas?
I'm a native Washingtonian. This bench thing is so embarrassing, and Ron Rivera has pretty much distanced himself and was like, "Listen, I didn't know about the benches. I'm not involved in the benches." On the surface level, to me, it's very much Jerry Jones got the better of Dan Snyder and brought his own benches up here, and now Dan is trying to get back at Jerry. And yes, the benches are coming. It's incredibly stupid,
right?
And from what I've been told, the benches will be in a temperature-controlled, enclosed stadium, just in case it gets cold in North Texas, I guess. It's supposed to be 80 degrees, by the way.
Yeah, it's really nice outside today here on the 24th. So, all right, JP Finley from NBC Sports Washington and 106.7 The Fan. We appreciate you. You can follow him on Twitter at JP Finley NBCS. JP, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to JP. He have no options. He had no choice or no bone to fight, and no actual ground to throw in this type of situation, based upon the ownership. That's a better way to say it, by the way, of the ownership of the Washington football team. Right? Why would you bring your benches? You know what I'm saying? To our stadium to try to one up us. That's foolishness. So, not to him. But this is going to be to his owner, Snyder and company. But I want you guys to click that link if you want to watch the full entirety of that interview there with JP Finley and our guy Bobby Belt. But let's tell the whole Washington football team to do us a huge favor and just lean forward just a little bit, because what they should do instead of purchasing benches, right? They should go and create and find a way to name their team. Or instead of donating the benches, they should donate to Law Nation, by the way. But since they did some foolery stuff, tell the whole entire Washington football team, even their fans, to just lean forward right quick. I got a big old slap for them. Yeah, right here. 3 lashes and go to your room. Don't be crying. Oh my goodness, Cowboy Nation. All right, so I gotta pivot, and we gotta get on up out of here. But I'm telling everybody right now, thank those who support the nation, who send me messages on Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Family is everything, right? You know, I believe I can go anywhere in this world, and I can lean on you guys a little bit, just leaning on you. I will never be a homeless man because of you guys, right? I know we got people in California, people in all parts of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, New York. I can lay my head anywhere, right? Even to Philly 500. I can go to Philly, wherever you at, my dog. Appreciate you for the $19.99 for your mind. And happy holidays. That's what this family is all about, the community. Right? We are one big family. And I thank you guys. But family lay it straight, baby. Post down where you from. Maybe I come and get a high play from you guys, right? Family lay it straight. They say the things that are hard. They say the things that are real. But it's needed. It's necessary. And I tell people all the time, how bad do you want it? If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to lose all of your sleep for it and all of your desires of it. And it seems as if though, the thing that you're fighting for, the thing that you're begging to be at, if all of your might and all of your heart, soul, and sinew in towers of your heart and mind, how bad do you want it? Roll up your sleeves and grind and go get it. That's how bad you gotta have that feeling. And I tell people all the time, it's dogged and grim and besieged and beset it. With the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. Just refocus your mind. Don't listen to the naysayers. Look, a third of the people said that we won't even make it to the playoffs. They was all in the chat saying Law is going to be 8-8 again, and I had to remind them, we got more games than what we had last year. Then they said, Law, it's going to be a horrible year, but look at where we at now. We're headed to the playoffs on the pathway that we're not letting up off the gas. That's how we can get this thing going the best way possible, Cowboy Nation. Happy holidays to everyone. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Thank y'all for your donations and your generosity. Help grow the nation. Yeah. We gonna run it up. And for those who want, hit me up. Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinking, she freeze. Photo, please.
Come on.
Photos, G's. No,
how bad you want it, baby?
No photos. Hit the door and the door just whole team here might need some
whole team.
Young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management,
pause for a second. Pause for a second, baby.
Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up. Talk of the time when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring, are you tough enough? Wanna get you new things.
Are you tough enough, really? I forgot to play this, but for those who are out there supporting the nation, feel free to check out the series. If you checked out the series, let me know. Provide feedback. We got some things. Should I keep it going? There's a lot of work to put into it, and I know it's not the same type of content that you guys are accustomed to seeing. But let me know. I got tough skin around here. But let's watch my guy Gucci Entertainment in Law Nation. Let's go.
I tell you what, man. Slow down. Stop cutting them corners, man. Look, Just because you the law and I'm the law, don't mean we can be above the law. Because honestly, we under 6 foot. There ain't no way we above the law. Well, you might be 6.
We above the law, man. Look, this is what we're going to do. You check out the front. I'm going to check through the back.
Man,
Yeah.
whoa. Why you always want me to go through the front door? Oh, it's because you lead detective.
You're right. Hey, don't it up.
Man, I ain't gonna mess it up. Can't believe he wanted to go check on this mallet, man. What are you right doing? 2 doors. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello, how you doing? My name is Detective Gucci Watts. I was looking for a mallet.
你找谁？
Oh, she need me home, man. I learned this one. Detective Gucci Watts, like Gucci, like Watts. Watts the electricity.
Mally, run!
Oh shit! He ran through me like Zeke. He must have been hungry. Yeah, he was hungry. I ain't got time for this. Oh shit. What's up, man?
You got to be knowing some
I
tank.
don't know no tank neither.
Nah. You got to be tank.
No, man, I don't know no tank, man.
Well, why you running? Why you running?
Man, I don't the cops, man. Shit. I'm scared of the goddamn cops, man. Damn, man. Shit. I don't know no tank. Oh, you got him? Shit. Where were you? I was on the floor eating something, zigging something. Well, why he's tall? Why he running? I don't know. Get up, daddy. Daddy long legs. What's up, man? Tell us. Huh? Yeah. What's up, man? Exactly how to do it. Man. Where tank at? Where tank? No tank, man.
Yes, man. We got word on the street. We got word on the street to come down here because this dude no tank.
I don't know no tank, man.
Yeah. You Mally, right?
Yeah, I'm Mally in the alley, man.
Okay. Well, we looking for this, Trayvon Diggs.
I don't know. I know Trayvon Diggs, and I know Malik Hooker, man.
Oh, no, a little amnesia.
Look at this little, man.
Okay.
I know.
Okay,
man.
what about Jordan Lewis?
I don't know no Jordan Lewis, man.
Okay.
I don't know no Lewis, man. I don't know him, man.
Talk to this guy. Why he run? Man,
Chasing the wrong guy.
why were you running then?
Man, because I don't mess with no pigs, man.
Oh, you missed it, but you just hit one.
You just hit one.
Because it was in my way, man.
Oh, that's it.
So
well, guess what?
Let's
You want to go home?
Let's hash this out there.
We might need to hash that back out.
Well, if
Daddy too long legs.
just because you tall to me, you ain't gonna get your ass whooped. Get your ass back. Come on.
Law. Better call blue and red. 'Cause this boy's about to be dead.
Fatality.
Right, so man, this stuff is getting crazy, man.
Yeah, I know, man.
I know, right? So this is the thing. We gotta find a way to solve this klepto situation. That Navarre Gallimore monster. That's a monster there, man.
Oh, yeah, he a monster.
Wait. No, why you so tired, man?
Cuz, man, it was 6'5". I got some kicks, but man, ain't nobody been running me over like that, man. Like, shoot, ain't no zeking.
We gotta get refocused, man. Captain putting more cases out there, man.
More cases?
We got klepto, man. Got
Hey, he better not be that klepto.
shit, Trayvon Diggs, and then,
Diggs gonna be digging him another hole.
and then we got this Gallimore case, man.
Gallimore, he ain't gonna want no more when we come around.
I know, right? And we got a missing person report.
That's Dak.
That's crazy, man. 3 weeks this guy been missing. That's crazy. They've been trying to do anything and everything to find him, but we just haven't got a chance to find his location. Oh my goodness, man.
That's Dak.
So hey, we gotta refocus, man, get this thing together, man.
All right, man. Look.
So we're gonna have to figure this out.
That's what everybody says.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. Hoo. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, the movie went well. We gonna do a follow-up on, and we kind of shoot, after the game or what have you, and we kind of shoot it all in one day. And finding locations is pivotal, and we can't wait to see how this series gonna go a little further into like the missing person report. We got our detectives looking to see where that's going to go at. Also, there's a klepto out there. You guys got to let me know, man, who's the klepto. Even though we think it's a guy by the name of Trayvon Diggs, right? Now, Jordan Lewis, we know that he's not going to follow up because he is now in C-19 protocol, as well as Malik Hooker in C-19 protocol. So we're going to slide some of that information in. We're going to capture those guys. But we've been looking for that Navel Gallimore, that monster, and as well as Parsons. He's just been on a tariff. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to find out how we're going to get these guys all under control. But so far, man, Detective Gucci and myself, we've been working tirelessly, man, trying to find these guys, Yeah. So, man, this dude Klepto just Blaze. Hey, man, this dude got 10 interceptions, man. He just stealing stuff, man, from quarterbacks. So, we trying to find out who that Tank guy is, though. We haven't got a chance to see who he really is. So, hopefully, man, we can get some few cases and few what they call that, persons of interest, you know what I'm saying, down the line. But overall, the concept, you guys get the concept of the series there, and it's predicated upon you all on whether or not we can continue to let this thing continue to grow and go. Like I said, let me know how you guys feel of those series, and we're going to continue to do them. If not, we can stop them. We can do something else. But y'all know how this thing go, Cowboy Nation. Sally, appreciate you. And stay tuned. We got some more behind-the-scene things that we're going to put on some of the membership channels, as well as the other things that we got independently that's going to be produced. So shout out to Gucci Watson, shout out to everybody, man, that been watching and helping me grow this thing. Cowboy Nation, that's my time for real.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car cards to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
He needs some milk. He needs some milk.
We out, baby. I might do an independent video on how we can see Boss Man Fat out there juxtaposed to anybody else. Filling in for my guy, Jordan Lewis. Let's go.